thank you for joining us. So if you could start by telling us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So I'm Simona Cotin. I work as a cloud developer advocate for Microsoft. And basically my role is to make sure that we build great developer experience in the cloud. For JavaScript developers, that's my specialty or my expertise. Obviously in our team, we cover many other areas, and I shouldn't be using the obviously there.
And so I understand you gave a talk here at NodeConf EU. Can you tell us a little bit about that talk?
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember the title of my talk. I did give a talk here, and it was super fun to build it because it's called Let's Build a Doppelganger app or game. Let's play the Doppelganger game. And it basically focused on how we can use machine learning so that we can identify people that look similar to us. And obviously, that's not that is a fun use case. It's not the most useful use case where you can use machine learning, but it was an interesting way to get started with machine learning when you're not an expert in machine learning, because I've used some of the APIs available in Microsoft Cognitive Services and just done my job as a web developer.
And so machine learning has really taken off in the last few years, at least as far as becoming more mainstream. What do you think that Microsoft and other companies have done to make it more accessible, and have they contributed to this?
I think that machine learning, in the past couple of years, it's been booming, and I'm super excited about it. Having APIs like cognitive services, and I'm sure that other cloud providers have similar APIs, where basically we can maybe use models that have been created by the cloud providers themselves and generated using their huge compute powers. We can just build on top of that. So it's made our job as developers so much easier without having to be data scientists. I think that also projects like TensorFlow.js and TensorFlow, which are open source, help us understand more about machine learning.
And you're also giving a workshop here tomorrow. Can you tell us a little bit about that one?
So I'm giving a workshop on two topics that I'm very passionate about. The first one is serverless and GraphQL. And I think that they're basically a match made in heaven because you have serverless and you can create APIs and scalable APIs with serverless, and then you have GraphQL, which is perfect for building APIs as well. So it's all about APIs.
And this is your second year at NodeConf EU. What has this conference been like so far, and have you been up to anything fun at the conference?
I absolutely love NodeConf EU. This is my second year, as you mentioned, and from the very first edition, like the very first 5 minutes I was here, one of the things that struck me is how very community-oriented this conference is. And it's a blessing in disguise or something like that, because you basically, at NodeConf EU, you basically stay in the same place with all the other conference attendees, and you're stuck here for 3 days, which can be good or can be bad, depends. But it's good because you do get to spend time with everyone that's here and learn from each other, get to know each other, make friends. I've seen a couple of people that I've met last year, and it's an amazing conference. One of the fun things that I've done a couple of minutes ago was get my very first No Contributor badge. I am super proud of this. I've just submitted my first PR to the Node.js project, and it's actually a room full of people that are doing that right now. So I think it's not only a conference where you get to learn from some of the main contributors to the Node.js project, but you also get to become one. And we have the support of people like James Snell or Matteo Collina, and a couple of other people that are working very hardly on the project.
right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Simona.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.